What are you doing here?
If I were to tell you who I am, young man, and what I'm doing, it would take a long time. And why, may I ask, the gun?
To stop this infernal racket if I can.
Do you really believe that you can stop ghosts with bullets?
Ghosts? You must be out of your mind.
Please don't go in. I beg of you. I'm here to save you.
What?
Come, where we can talk.
Well, we'd better go out to the house.
Just a moment, please.
Won't you come in, sir? Oh, you can put your things right here. Thank you.
Tom, darling. Oh, darling. Oh, the merciful heavens must have heard my prayers that no harm should come to you. But 'twas foolish indeed that you should venture out.
Don't worry about me, Peggy. I'm all right. But I'm very puzzled. Not a night's passed without these strange, unearthly noises.
But listen, Tom, it's quietened. It's stopped. And the saints be praised.
I doubt very much whether the saints had much to do with it one way or the other. It stops every night, sooner or later.
Don't you think it's time we introduced ourselves?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Tom Rutherford, and this is Miss O'Connor.
How do you do? My card.
Dr. Carnacki, I see you come all the way from London.
I go wherever I am needed.
Where's Father?
In the living room.
Won't you join us, sir?
Oh, thank you.
Father, this is Dr. Carnacki.
How do you do?
A pleasure. Dr. Carnacki seems to have some rather unusual theories about these nightly noises.
Indeed. All I know is I wish they'd stop.
They will, Mr. Rutherford. They will.
The doctor seems to be of the opinion that what we call the whistling room is an old hangout for some ghosts.
Preposterous.
'Tis not indeed, sir. For I've thought many times myself that all those eerie whistles we've been hearing might be cries of the dead from another world.
Now, Peggy, don't tell me you're that superstitious.
Superstition, is it? Well, that's because you're strangers to Erin. Or you'd know that here in Ireland the banshees do roam. And 'tis no fancy of the mind.
I subscribe to that thoroughly. You see, I've devoted my life to studying and tracking down the supernatural. It's my vocation. I'm a ghost finder.
You're what?
I find ghosts. And when I heard, from certain sources, that you were being plagued, I hurried here from London to render what assistance I could. And imagine my delight at witnessing this wonderful manifestation the moment I arrived. A marvelous experience.
It's an experience I'd much rather forgo.
And me too. What wouldn't I give to be back in London right now? But between a father who's been won over to spend his remaining days in Ireland and a fiancée steeped in loyalty for her native soil, well, there's not very much I can say about it. However, if you can persuade Father and Peggy that this place really is ghost-infected, maybe then they'd be glad to go back to England with me.
I think I can convince them very easily. This little experiment I made with my recording machine should dispel any doubt. You see, I tried to record the noises. Let's see what we can hear, if you know what I mean.
That machine must be out of order.
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong with it. And the fact that you can hear no noises simply confirms my theories. You see, this machine cannot record any supernatural noises. It will only record earthly sounds and human voices.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
If I were to tell you who I am, young man, and what I'm doing, it would take a long time.
Well, I don't know how you worked it, but it's a trick of some sort. If that machine could pick up my voice, it could pick up the other noises, too.
You're closing your mind, young man, and that can be a very dangerous thing to do. For there are such beings as ghosts. You should warn him, young lady. Perhaps he'll listen to you.
'Tis true what he says, darling. You'll only be bringing harm to yourself. Why, there's a tale been told of a man from Kildare who went a-hunting ghosts with a lethal weapon. That was the last ever heard of him. Though to this date you can hear his moans when the night wind sweeps o'er the moor.
Peggy, that's rubbish.
Oh, no, but I remember the case very well. In fact, I offered my services on it, but unfortunately they were turned down. Pity. I could have saved the poor fellow.
All right, George, this is intriguing. You really are a ghost finder. You make a living at it?
A living of sorts, a little precarious, there being so many disbelievers. However, I am prepared to undertake the case without any fee or obligation on your part whatsoever, unless I conquer the ghosts.
We'll pay him pro rata, eh, Tom? Say, £100 for every sheet and crossbones he delivers.
Oh, please don't take this so lightly, sir. If the good doctor can help us, he deserves our thanks and eternal gratitude.
He certainly does. Oh, by the way, Doctor, I'm most curious. Tell me, what was that stuff you were spraying just before we left the cottage?
I've been working on that for years. It's my anti-ectoplasm fluid. Of course, it's very difficult to distill, viper's blood and all that sort of thing being so hard to come by nowadays. But it's sure death to ghosts.
Dr. Carnacki?
Oh, crumpets. Delicious.
You can thank Peggy for these.
But where are the servants? Such a large house, and I haven't seen a sign of them all day.
Oh, they've left. Everyone from butler to upstairs maid.
So I come in from the village each day to keep two hungry men from starving to death.
You mean these nightly visitations have actually driven them away? Oh, ridiculous.
I think they displayed a great deal of common sense. It took a team of wild horses to prevent me from going with them.
And before I start my operations, I shall need a little information. May I make some notes?
By all means.
Please be patient with him, darling. He may be able to end this awful thing.
Now, how long have you been living here?
About 3 months.
It's 4 months come Wednesday. I remember it so well, because I had a date to go dancing with Rory O'Shea, and there was the devil to pay when I left him waiting to meet you at the train.
You needn't put that down, Doctor. It's a purely personal matter.
But I must know everything, particularly how you happened to be in Ireland and why you chose this place to live in.
Well, Tom had been wanting to come here to visit Peggy. He had met her in London, where she was spending the summer with her aunt.
Her aunt?
I fell in with the idea because I've always liked Ireland. Its folklore, its tradition, its people. And when I saw this castle, it struck my fancy, so I decided to purchase it.
Only, of course, no one warned us that your supernatural friends had decided to hold midnight conventions in it.
You hear them every night?
Well, we hear something every night. Oh, I can't go along with you on your dancing cadavers.
And each night it gets worse and worse.
Oh, capital. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go and prepare for tonight.
That'll be Rory O'Shea.
Oh, what, again?
Again.
Doesn't he ever give up?
With you, darling.
I guess you have a point there.
Good day, Rory.
And a good day to you, Peggy.
Won't you come in?
Thank you. I hope I'm not intruding.
Indeed not.
Happy that I am that no harm came to you from the unholy doings at the cottage every night.
'Tis nice indeed to know of your concern for us.
Oh, and most concerned I am. For 'tis all I can do to stop the wagging tongues in the village. They're not too cordial to strangers who come here and upset the way of things.
Just what do you mean by that, boy? We've upset nothing.
Oh, sure, and that I know, but 'tis hard to stop a vicious rumor. And there's grumblings you've angered the dead.
Ah,
And Though 'tis distasteful to me, the town committee has asked me to give you warning.
What sort of warning?
That 'tis best for you to be leaving.
But Rory, what have Tom and Mr. Rutherford done?
Done? He's talking a lot of rubbish.
Rubbish it is. For Mr. Rutherford is a good man who likes it here and wants to make it his home. For that should he be threatened? And is a girl to be blamed if she falls in love and follows the dictates of an honest heart?
What I say to you is only for your own protection. That whistling noise you hear at night could well be from those good Irish souls who, though have passed beyond, are still looking after you, Mavournin. There are those in the village that say it is a way of beseeching you that you should stay here with your own. A way of warning you gentlemen to go back where you come from.
And where did you pick up this private information?
'Tis a feeling of the whole countryside. An uncanny sense with which the Irish are blessed. And the town committee is asking you to leave. Though I think they may have overstepped themselves a little.
Oh, no Rutherford's ever been scared into running away. That's a trait with which we English are blessed. And we're sticking.
Here, here.
So that's our message, and you can go right back and tell it to the whole countryside.
'Tis most courageous, you are, and I shall tell him what you said.
Tom, you should not be going in there. 'Tis a fool's mission.
I'm going to convince you, Peggy, once and for all, that there's nothing to be frightened of.
Would that you were right, darling, but strange things happen in Ireland, and the villagers may not be wrong about the anger of the dead. 'Tis no explaining ghostly actions.
Peggy, how can you believe all that?
But I do indeed. Tom, what I'm going to be telling you is not so much for myself as for you. 'Tis only unhappiness I can be bringing you, while the spirits of my ancestors are angry. So for your own sake, I should believe in you, though it might break my heart.
Darling, you don't know what you're saying. I'll show you that all this is just silly superstition. Come on, please.
I warn you, Tom, if I hear a sound, it's the spirits come to tell me our marriage would be cursed.
You're not going to hear anything. Only me pottering around. I'm convinced that this is the work of human hands. What else could it be? And I'm going to prove that I'm right. You see, it's as quiet as any Sunday. Don't you know that we love each other? How can I convince you that the dead are dead? No one's going to spoil our love.
Tom, 'tis them. And I'm leaving you, darling, before I bring any more curses upon you.
Peggy!
I've just been exploring the chimney. A wonderful psychic experience.
Don't take it too hard, Tom, my boy. Just let us get rid of those noises and Peggy will be coming back.
I hope you're right, sir. I tried to convince her, but she's persuaded herself that she's the cause of all this trouble.
That's absurd.
Yes, I know, but how can I convince her of it? I'll get it. Peggy.
Oh, Tom, darling. It was the good doctor who convinced me I've been a foolish girl. Oh, not because I believe in ghosts, mind you, but because he's assured me 'tis only a matter of time till he'll have us rid of them.
I've given her my word.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, think nothing of it. And try and share this young lady's belief in me, because after all, if I could clear the Tower of London of ghosts, and that's a matter of official record, this little case should be child's play.
I'd be the last one to contradict you, sir, provided Peggy stays with me.
Oh.
What time is it, sir?
About half after 11.
We're a little early, but for once I want to get here when the noise starts. My idea is to go straight into the cottage, sit there and wait.
You're not nervous?
No.
Oh, just between you and me, my boy, I am. If you listen long enough to that Carnacki and Rory O'Shea, you're ready to believe anything. Did you touch that door?
No, sir.
Oh, I was just about to summon you. I think you should be on hand to witness the miracle. Come midnight, they will meet their defeat.
They?
Our spirit friends. Don't go in, please. You'll spoil my handiwork. I've sprayed the whole place, every nook and cranny. There's enough of my magic fluid there to disintegrate a whole army of ghosts.
And when it doesn't work, what happens then?
It will work. And in any event, I have my day ray.
Day ray?
Yes, here it is. If all else fails, this is certain to do the trick. For what is it that no ghost has ever been able to face? Why, daylight. So I have captured daylight in this lamp of mine. Any bona fide ghost would wither in its beams. Oh, please give me just this one night. I promise results.
All right, then.
Thank you, thank you.
O'Shea, 'tis a fine thing knocking at the door at this unholy hour when my nerves are all a jangle.
'Tis for your own good I'm here, Peggy. You must come away. Folks are gossiping, and 'tis not nice what they're saying. They say you're spending most of your time here at the castle.
'Tis at my own insistence that I'm here every night, fearing for Tom, and not allowing him to drive me to the village till that awful midnight is past and everything's peace and quiet again.
'Twould be peace and quiet always if you were to give him up. At least that's what they say in the village. 'Tis their thinking it's a resentment to your ancestors to be seeing a good Irish girl like yourself permitting a stranger into your heart.
'Tis my thinking you're jealous, Rory O'Shea, and there's no tinge in my conscience that I'm doing anything wrong, so I'll be bidding you good night.
So your ghosts were going to disintegrate, eh?
Just give my spray a chance. A little patience, please. I can't understand it. But I still have my day ray. Just one blinding flash. And it'll all be over. I'm completely baffled. This is the strongest concentration of light ever devised by man.
I'm fed up with this nonsense. You've had your chance, Carnacki. I'm going inside to get to the bottom of this. You coming?
So it's goodbye, eh? If news of this defeat gets about, it'll harm my professional reputation no end.
Sorry, old man, but you've had your chance.
And though you have tried to help us from the goodness of your heart, you've only succeeded in arousing the spirits instead of quieting them.
Oh, dear. Before I go, might I have a look at that sword?
There you are. I don't think you'll find any ghost prints on it.
Oh, very interesting. This name on the blade here, Terence O'Keefe. Does anyone know who that might be?
Seems I've heard that name before.
Good heavens! It's the name on that picture.
Well, how can we account for this?
I don't know, sir. Terence O'Keefe, born 1612, died 1634. You scoundrel. Was it you who dropped the sword on me?
It wouldn't surprise me, my dear sir, if he did.
You're alone, Father?
Yes.
Where's Peggy?
She's over at the cottage.
What?
I tried to dissuade her, but she's a girl of wild impulses. Seems she had a sudden idea that if she visited the cottage alone and had a sort of heart-to-heart talk with her phantom ancestors...
But you allowed her to go?
I couldn't stop her. But anyway, it's early, and nothing ever happens before the midnight hour.
There are spirits that are angry with me. Speak now, for my conscience is clear, and I can explain.
Death will come to Tom, Rutherford, unless you give him up.
Tom! Tom!
feeling?
I'm quite all right, really. But bravery is one thing and common sense another. And if those evil spirits are determined to plague us, just foolhardy to stay here.
Darling, I still refuse to believe in the Royal Order of Ghosts.
Then perhaps you have a better explanation for what's been happening. For a week now, I've not been able to sleep. For every time I close my eyes, all I can see is that sword dangling before me like a sinister omen. And tonight, that awful warning.
I'm not sure Peggy isn't right about leaving here. Then the two of you get married in England and forget all this.
Tom, Mr. Rutherford,
What's the matter, Peggy?
there's a light in the cottage window.
Come on! Well, what are you doing here?
Performing a great service for you. I'm convinced that Terence O'Keefe lies buried somewhere in this castle. I've been looking for his remains everywhere. This fireplace is my last resort.
What new nonsense is this?
Everything you don't understand you regard as nonsense, don't you, Mr. Rutherford? Well, I felt it necessary for my self-respect that this phenomenon should not go unsolved. And I have the answer. Excuse me. It's all here in this book.
What's this, Sanskrit or Greek?
It's Gaelic, darling.
I pilfered it from the Dublin Library, and I've been working all week on the translation. It deals with the old Irish gentry, and there are a great many pages devoted to our friend Terence O'Keefe.
Really?
Yes. It appears that he lived in this castle many centuries ago, and became enamored of a local Irish lass. But she was untrue to him and fell in love with a young Englishman. This so infuriated Terence that he composed a derogatory song about the usurper.
Yes, well, what's all that got to do with this?
Simply that the Englishman became so infuriated with young Terence that he had his tongue cut out. And the poor young man died confined in this cottage without power of speech. He could only whistle. Yes. Nobody knows what happened to his remains, but I'm convinced that they're somewhere in this cottage.
Incredible.
But I don't understand. Why would he want to come back to plague us?
He died with a hatred that has lingered on in his soul through the centuries, and, right or wrong, he does not want to see any young Englishman lure Miss Peggy O'Connor away from the local Irish lads.
You really don't expect us to believe all that, do you?
'Tis possible, Tom.
We shall soon find out. Look, I found something.
Well, that's the craziest looking ghost I ever saw. If that's Terence O'Keefe, he's come back to haunt us in the shape of a loudspeaker.
And look at all those wires.
It's quite a workmanlike job. What scoundrel ever thought of that?
So that's where the whistling came from. But you know, someone had to operate this. Maybe the record machine somewhere outside.
I could have sworn it was the work of ghosts.
Things are pretty clear to me now, Rory, so you can take this message back to the village.
That was a clever scheme of Rory O'Shea's. Imagine, he even had electric gadgets to make that furniture bob around. It's incredible to me to what length the lad will go when his mind is poisoned with jealousy over a girl.
It was good of your son not to prefer charges against him.
What good would that have done? It will be punishment enough for Rory when he learns that Tom and Peggy were married this morning and left for London. Well, to their health.
It's an experience I shall never get over. I shall be the laughing stock of my profession.
Oh, all of us can make mistakes. Even if there were no spirits, you did help us solve this thing.
But if only I could have discovered a ghost. Just one.
Well, it's 12 o'clock. And this is one night when everything will be quiet, thank goodness. Good heavens, what's that?
It's from the cottage. Oh. I knew it. I was sure I was right. Isn't it exciting? The cottage is haunted. There are ghosts, as I said all along. Oh, hurrah, hurrah. Just wait till I get my day ray.